Yo, what is up? I know, it's crazy. FullMoon making a new video, uploading on YouTube. It's never heard of. It's not done anymore. Well, now it is. So I've been playing Fall Guys recently, and I absolutely love that game, by the way. So I figured I'd recreate one of my favorite levels, which is Blast Ball. And I'm gonna be doing that in creative. So yeah. Okay, so I've got my island booted up. I'm just gonna be using the Kevin floating island for this, because I felt it was the most accurate. And I'll just cover all the water up with pink. But I'm gonna go ahead and start getting the layout. So, okay, so I'm looking at an image of this, and if I'm gonna try to make it as accurate as possible, I think I'm gonna be using a lot of primitive shapes, which I don't normally do. So this might not turn out the greatest, but I at least know how to make the balls. It's easy. So I guess we'll go ahead and start laying out the map. Okay, so I've got my little pink square thing. That's like the pit that they've fallen into. It's about as accurate as I can get as far as that pink water goes. I think this will probably be my height. I probably actually, I can probably lower it. Maybe just a tad bit more to like here. And then, because you want to be able to have a good falling. And then once you hit the water, you'll die. So I think right here will probably be my height. And this is like the middle of the map as well. So, or it's somewhat middle. So you know, this will probably be around where we're at. And then, so I'll go ahead and start getting to work on that. Okay, so I've literally been working on this for probably 20 minutes now. And I've been looking at this, like, I'm trying to use the primitive shapes, but like, this is the best I'm going. And like, this shape doesn't get any bigger than this right here. So I either have to make way smaller of a scale map than I thought I was gonna have to, or I'm gonna have to start getting creative and stop using these primitive shapes. Because they look good, but at the same time, like, you know what I mean? Like, is it worth it? And I feel like this, like, so this is Fall Guys scale that I'm looking at, and I want to make it Fortnite scale, so this is about the size that it needs to be. However, it's, you know what I mean? Like, it's not coming out the greatest in the world, so I'm going to keep trying, but this might end up looking totally different than I thought it would. Okay, so I've gotten this far, and I'm starting to struggle again, because I don't know how to make this round shape, like, bigger. So, but I know the level, like, can't be this small, you know what I'm saying? So, I might just have to go to, like, it might just start looking scuffed. I don't really know what to do. I can't find a triangle piece to fit this spot. So what I might have to start doing is just going maybe, like, wider with it. And then part of the game would have to be avoiding those holes. Like going to about here, maybe. And then obviously I'd move this out a bit. There we go. And that looks about even on both sides. And then I could take this and start going like to here, maybe. And then trying to find something that would fit there. I don't know. I think that's my best option. Like I said, it's going to start looking scuffed, but that's alright. So, okay, like I said, it's starting to get scuffed, but I think this kind of helps. Eventually, I'm going to hook up RNG devices. Everything's going to be hooked up to an explosive device. And, like, eventually stuff will start, like, breaking. So it will get harder as the match goes on. And, like, that does look scuffed as crap. But I think it's the best we've got. I probably will go 2 more layers, and then I'll call it quits. Because I think that's enough for about 15. But, you know, that's... yeah, like I said, it's looking scuffed as crap, but it will function, and I think it'll be fun. Yeah, I've done a little bit of testing, and this is what I've ended up with. This is how you pick up the thing. So basically, impulses are gonna spawn in stacks of 3, but then you also have like a really rare chance of getting a shockwave, and that's gonna be in 1. So shockwaves are gonna be a lot more deadly, so I made them more rare. But I also think it'd be fun to have both. So, yeah. Okay, so I figure it's only right I go ahead and start the game and show you guys what's all been done. So basically, you spawn. This is your little arena. These pink dots are what spawns the grenades. And then in the top right, you have a timer. Every 10 seconds, a platform is going to randomly break. So if you'll watch, you can hear it. So see, now this chunk is missing over here. Now, my only problem is, when this hits 20, it should break another one. But as you can see, it doesn't. So I have to figure out what's the problem with that. But then after that, I'll have the mechanics done. Okay, so after messing with a few things, the mechanics still aren't working. So, I asked my Discord server if they could help me, and after getting a good response from some members, I redid stuff, and it still isn't working. So now we wait for my you know, smarter mechanic skilled friends to get online, then fix it for me, and then we'll see if this can work. Okay, it has literally been days since I filmed because I've been trying to figure out the mechanics for this map, but I finally have done it. So basically, there are, yeah, I know this is a lot. There's a random number generator which triggers one of these 5 sequencers, and whichever sequencer it does, the sequencer starts 6 beats per minute, and then like goes over the triggers, and then those triggers will then trigger these explosive devices to randomly make the tiles disappear. You have your item spawners, which spawn 3 impulse nades or a shockwave, and those are at the pink spawns. And in the case that one of those gets destroyed, you also have these 4 item spawners, which will randomly toss impulse nades or shockwaves throughout the match. So that's the mechanics for this map. Thank God it's done. And yeah, I have officially finished this map, I think. I've called it Impulse, and if I can go find it, see, so there's Impulse. The code is going to be in the pinned comment, as well as probably after I get done rambling on about this kind of stuff. So if you want to enjoy this kind of like not so speed build of a Fall Guys level, make sure to like and subscribe. I want to do more stuff like this, obviously not as chaotic and not as like rambling on, but I think it's cool to see how, like, you know, from a creator's eyes, how complicated a map can be sometimes when designing it. And yeah, so if you're going to enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. If you want to support me, make sure you're using code FullMoon in the item shop, and that's going to be it for me. FullMoon is